He's old.
so
We are
bad.
back. Match week 14, 15. We don't know anymore, do we, Sean?
4.
4. Could be 4. We've got some familiar faces on this list this week, and I am excited.
A cult hero returns.
I know. West Ham, halfway through the vid. Don't skip. First game up, Liverpool Palace. Sean, 3 goals. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, and Sean, the first goal for Palace, the only goal for Palace, first goal of the week. Controversy again with VAR. What do you think?
I don't think it's controversial. I just think the ball didn't go out for long enough. And the ref gave it 5 minutes and then called it back. Blew his whistle, which I didn't expect. I thought they'd just wait till it went out.
Yeah,
and then,
5 minutes is a lifetime.
Yeah, and then they go and they finally gave the pen.
Yeah.
I mean, this game was dead until VAR started just messing with things.
Yeah, and Kansar, what are you doing?
What have you done?
You're giving away a pen. It's easy here. I know it was about 24 hours ago that you gave the pen, but I mean, still.
Trent's quite young to have an identical twin who's
It did look like
6 years younger than him.
it did wind me up. It did throw me a little bit. The first goal for Liverpool. Now, Sean may or may not agree with me here, but I've actually given it to my favourite Palace player. It hurts me to give it to him. This is Elise for me.
Same.
Aha, what's he doing?
What's he done?
Elise, you can't defend with your hips. This isn't salsa. You can't do that. You've got to clear your lines, man. It doesn't matter that it deflected. Normally we'd give it for the deflection. But Elise, get it out of the box. Can't hip it. Hip. You're not Shakira. Sean?
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool's equaliser. Salah hits 200 goals for Liverpool. 150 in the Premier League.
Yep.
Don't know what the other 50 are in.
Champions League, Europa League.
Potentially.
Club World Cup. Fun things.
Some would say. But no, Elise, he's just got to control it, man. He's a midfielder.
You just got to clear it, volley it.
His control's usually so good.
Salah is in the right place, right time.
Twist it. Pull it. Bop it.
Bop it.
Don't do
Sing
what you
it,
did.
Twist it. Lick it. And this one particularly easy, Sean. What's he doing?
What's he done?
He's done nothing.
No one's done anything.
No one's at fault for this
Except
one.
Harvey Elliott. He scored a screamer.
Absolute world. We've got a few no faults this week, and I am particularly happy with this one because he had a little shimmy first.
It's like a Bentley of a goal, I called this. This is the Bentley Continental of Premier League goals.
If you had to give it, who do you think you'd have given it to?
If I had to give it, the keeper.
You very reckon?
Yeah.
He left that side very wide open. He is very far to his right.
I think I could have saved it.
Nah. And moving swiftly on to Forest versus Wolves. Sean.
There was a lot of shots in this game.
No, only 2 goals.
Yeah.
It's 2 mid-table teams doing mid-table things.
Forest mid-table now for you?
Yeah, well, they're currently just above where I predicted they'd be.
I mean, Everton aren't going to lose another game for the rest of the season, so...
It does look that way, doesn't it?
So for the first goal, Forest scored, Harry Toffolo, back in the goals.
Yeah, Big Ed.
Back off the shelf, doing what he does best. But what's he doing, Carl?
What's he done, Sean?
Semedo's become a ladder.
Semedo, I thought you'd go for Semedo. See,
He got climbed on.
Yeah, he did get climbed on, but did you not see where Bueno got pieced up? His ankles got broken. This was the NBA, everyone would be screaming off the bench.
Yeah, but he is blocking the run of the fullback behind him.
It's soft.
It's a 1-2 on the wing. He has to pick one of them to defend. He picks that pass, ball gets swung in.
Yeah.
Semedo's got to do anything and just stands there. Just lay on the floor.
I completely agree with you. I think it is Semedo as well, but I had to give a shout out to Bueno because he did get pieced up.
It's very rare that in football, if you had no legs, you'd have done better in the situation. If they got rid of Semedo's legs, this goal wouldn't have gone in.
Okay, and the final goal, bringing it 1-1, Cunha with a delectable Arsenal-level goal.
I'm sorry. Is this Wolves or have I just started watching the Barcelona highlights?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on?
This is tiki-taka, bosh.
This
This was very effective, but Sean, who have you given it to?
No one. No fault for me. Absolute carvers.
Rubbish.
Going on.
No,
Just
sorry,
round
Sean.
everyone.
What's he doing?
What's he done?
Niakate.
Why have you given it to Niakate?
I've given it to Niakate because as you can see in wherever the box is that I've put it, he has been left behind. He is holding Cunha and he just stops his run.
Every player's been left behind.
No.
Look at them. They're all facing back. That is a first-time pass across the box.
Yeah, you should be there.
It's rapid.
I don't care.
He
For me,
can't
it's
be there.
Niakate. And this is why we enjoy what's he doing because sometimes we disagree. He is Mr. Ball Knowledge. I am Mr. All-Seeing, All-Knowing.
This is just one-touch, beautiful football.
It was beautiful, but for me, it is Niakate.
Nah,
and he's going on the board.
No fault. Not on the board.
I particularly enjoyed this pasting, seeing as Manchester United beat us about, 3 days ago? We have now witnessed them get absolutely spanked by Bournemouth 3-0. And this first goal, quality from Solanke. Like you just said for Wolves, one-touch football. But McTominay, what are you doing?
Fernandez, what are you doing?
How?
Fernandez's pass that gets intercepted. It's such a lazy pass as well.
McTominay gives it away.
No, McTominay gets this in. It doesn't touch McTominay. Look, intercepted.
Oh, I see what you're
It's
saying.
Fernandez's pass.
No,
He's
I'm thinking
such a
this is
lazy
because you remember
pass.
when we had that goal where Sanchez passed it out and it was aiming for Conor Gallagher and he didn't run in. We gave it to Gallagher.
Yeah, but that ball.
This is the same thing here.
But Gallagher doesn't go and defend it then.
Yeah, I know.
Immediately. McTominay can't because the ball's been launched 30 yards up the field.
So you're saying the bad pass that's intercepted as opposed to the bad control because McTominay didn't
he
move.
can't control it because
He didn't
it's not
move,
to
though.
him.
It's to him.
It's just a really bad look. Fernandez, awful lazy pass. It's nowhere near
okay,
him.
I see what you're saying. Amrabat could do better as well. But
All in, Solanke,
you
bam.
know what? I'm going to concede here because I did think this was McTominay. Didn't quite see that it was quite that bad a pass. So what's he doing?
What's he done?
But Bruno, we don't talk about Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes.
You've got to get sharper, boy, because you just cost your team. And that was just the start of the end for Man United. How convenient. You're going to give it to Luke Shaw right now when
Mhm.
I'm going to give it to Luke Shaw in about 10 seconds anyway because he gets climbed on.
Well, yeah, but he has just abandoned his man.
Yeah, no, Luke Shaw's playing centre-back at this point.
Yeah, but he was on him already.
Yeah, no, but then he's had
Who's he-
support come back from
Who's he going to
Reguilon.
mark?
He's chasing the ball down because Harry Maguire doesn't chase the ball. He
Yeah, but
stands up.
It's already been chased down by
Yeah,
McTominay.
yeah, but McTominay's been left and Luke Shaw knows it. Luke Shaw's much faster.
I think McTominay's faster than Luke Shaw.
Absolutely.
Luke
As you
Shaw's
can see
slow.
here, he's absolutely sped this up, but Luke
Yeah,
Shaw
but-
gets climbed anyway.
Luke Shaw has been. That's reckless
We
abandon.
play this through and Luke Shaw's dropping into position, Philip Billing up. And yeah, Luke Shaw gets dominated anyway. What's he doing?
What's he done?
I had Luke Shaw anyway, so.
Me too.
We move. Luke Shaw, double.
It's also Shaw's pass up the field.
Now, the third goal for Bournemouth was Sensei. Beautiful header, completely unmarked. No one was actually, I watched this 6 times. No one was actually marking him at all from the beginning.
No, someone was.
No, well, maybe Maguire,
Indeed, Maguire.
but Maguire they're doing zonal defending here, not man marking. They're supposed to be able to react to people that get out of the box and header in. For me, I've actually given this to the defensive set piece coach.
No. They all have an agreed man before the ball's kicked in. Everyone's on someone.
But Maguire chose to not move.
Yeah,
that must be because they're doing zonal defense.
Sensei just backs up
Yeah.
and Maguire doesn't follow him. He's looking at the ball, not Sensei. And then when the ball comes in, he turns around and Sensei's 5
So
yards
this is
behind
Maguire
him.
for you.
Surprisingly, his first one.
Yeah, for a while.
No, his
Yeah.
first ever. What's
Oh,
he
what's he
doing?
doing?
Yeah.
That is very
I
interesting.
thought I'd be giving him one twice a week.
Yeah, well, he doesn't play every week.
Yeah.
Twice a
That was
week.
the issue.
Man United don't play twice a week.
Yeah, but still, should be throwing him around.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so what's he doing?
What's he done?
Big Ed, Big Maguire. What's he doing?
You didn't need to
Come
call him Big Ed. That's just
I
that's
mean,
just me.
I can because I have a Big Ed.
Yeah, but not that big. You
I had
missed
to
it.
watch. I had to watch this goal 6 times
Why?
to get this because
I watched it once.
it looks like it's an absolute screamer, no fault goal. It looks like that way, but it's not.
I mean, I'll correct you. It is an absolute screamer, but it's not no fault.
It's not a screamer because he's aiming at the other side and
No.
it deflects off of James Milner's big arse. James Milner, what are you doing?
What have you done?
Get your big dump truck out the way, sending your keeper the wrong way. What a beautiful lob, though.
I mean, banging finish from Milner.
Great finish from Milner.
His best ever goal.
I've never seen top bins off the arse before.
He runs off celebrating like he's actually just scored that.
Well, of course, he's in Burnley and it's a Premier League goal. He's gonna do it.
Yeah, but it's not his
I
goal.
didn't know it came off because none of the replays really show it, but you can hear it. You hear it be kicked and then it hit his hip.
Yeah, here's bum clapping. Right, I got a bone to pick with a certain man. What's he doing, Carl?
What's he done?
Charlie Taylor.
Yep.
How have you been out jumped
By Dingra.
by Simon
I
Adingra?
know.
He
I
is-
know.
He is 9 inches
9.
taller than Simon Adingra.
That is outrageous. I have Charlie Taylor here as well because he jumps, but he manages to get almost horizontal backwards. Like he could have broken someone's skull.
I mean,
with
this
move.
image is hilarious.
Because he's on the floor currently.
The giant man. This is David versus Goliath,
Yeah.
and Goliath just got clotted.
This is just poor positioning for me, isn't it, John? Come on, Charlie Taylor. He's just in the wrong place.
He's just not tried. Is the issue?
He's tried. He's just tried too hard.
Yeah, but he didn't jump.
He did jump, but he jumped backwards
If
to
he
try
did
and get
jump
to the ball.
upwards,
Oh, he'd have got it.
he could have got his toe to the ball before Adingra's
Yeah.
head got to the ball.
Yeah, Trafford had the game of his life after this to keep them in the point.
But he had to try.
But he had an absolute blinder with loads of saves. Had to give a shout out to Trafford. Now, I do wish I could play the audio for this because this was hilarious. Sean is right. What does it sound like he says?
Commentator straight up just after McCarthy scores, he's just like, Oh, yeah, daddy.
He does sound like he says daddy.
That's what he
The
says.
commentator says, aims for the top corner. He goes, ha, ha, ha. Does he? He says, does he?
Turn on the subtitles.
Does it say daddy in the
Brother
subtitles?
says daddy.
It says daddy. But Sean, what's he doing?
What's he done?
McAtee, the magician, Dynamo, the absolute Houdini. Who done it? He absolutely smashed this in. This was Ziyech-esque from against Tottenham Lloris. This was top bins from the far right, straight over everyone. No one expected it. Beauty. Screamer. No one's at fault.
All right, goal. Commentary ruined it. A very good overhit cross.
Daddy. Summoning his inner Mudryk.
This isn't a shot, by the way.
It is a shot.
Not a shot.
It absolutely is a shot.
The
No
cross.
way.
You don't float a shot in.
That wasn't looped.
He floated it in.
Oh, whatever you say.
The back post.
Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa are a little bit of a problem at the moment, aren't they?
15 on.
15 games won. And this first goal, scored by McGinn, who is an absolute wizard for Aston Villa and for Scotland, is
Painful.
just the wrist. Right. But what's he doing?
What's he done?
For me, this is Ben White. He's got turned up, spun up. He's an Indesit dishwasher. He has been absolutely twisted. You can't do it.
You see, I couldn't decide who this was, and I had 3 players written down.
Who'd you have? Let's assess. Who did you have?
So I had Gabriel
Yeah.
for not putting a foot in.
Backing up.
I had Zinchenko for being violently out of position the entire time.
Yeah.
And I had Saliba for losing McGinn in the box.
So you didn't even... So
Ben White's not an option.
You didn't even have Ben White. Ben
No.
White's the one he spins round.
Ben White's come running across. Look, he's come.
He's the closest man to
That's
McGinn.
Declan Rice.
No, number 4.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah. Look
Yeah.
at him. Look at him. He stood there. Doesn't put his leg out. He could have easily stopped that
That's
shot.
what I thought Saliba was.
Well, what?
From numbers.
Ben
yeah.
White.
Yeah, he looked like Saliba in the zoomed out.
Odegaard had an absolute stinker. Look at this.
He's been awful
Martinez
since the Chelsea
caught it.
game.
Yeah, he has been awful.
He didn't catch
but
that.
He stopped it and held it.
That's not
That's
catching.
essentially
it, though,
a
is it?
catch.
It's not. Okay, Luton are scaring me because they're on 9 points, and I said they're not
They
going to
wouldn't
get double
above 10.
figures.
Yeah, we'll clip that.
Why do they keep going to almost win against everyone they're playing?
Did I not say to you that the big teams that have been in the Premier League for a long time will struggle against the random play of these little teams that come up, like Luton, because they lost against Wolves, Man City, and they conceded early against Luton, and it was a scrappy goal as well. Ruben Diaz got bodied,
He did.
and Kyle Walker got climbed.
I mean, Ruben Diaz got dunked on.
He did get dunked on.
Like
By Adebayo.
Shaquille O'Neal dunked on.
Adebayo made Ruben Diaz look Sunday League at best.
City were in the mud.
City were stuck,
Not stuck, just in the mud.
just stuck.
They're in there.
They had no answer. Barkley's playing like out of his skin. This team, they're definitely still getting relegated.
I mean, Townsend.
Playing decent too.
Yeah.
He's played for everyone. Look at this. Walker doesn't track in, doesn't jump.
It's not Walker's man.
I know it's not Walker's man, but Walker's still there getting absolutely leapt over. Adebayo's a big lad,
Ruben Diaz.
but
is
Ruben
at fault.
Diaz is flawed by this.
What are you doing?
What are you done?
Ruben Diaz,
Dunked.
mate. Absolutely thrown.
It doesn't help that Edison did nothing.
Well, I mean, what's he
He's
supposed to do?
He's flat. So inevitably, Man City were going to equalise.
And inevitably, someone was to blame.
What's he doing?
What's he done?
Mr. Giles.
What?
Don't even think
Tom
about
Lockyer,
it.
mate.
No,
what are you doing?
No, this is Giles.
No, it's not.
He is man marking Bernardo Silva the whole way.
The ball's...
The little bump in the Lockyer's done the little bump in there. It's not a pen. And then Ryan Giles is asleep.
Go
He's
back
asleep.
A bit. Look at the
Lockyer
exact
just gets
path
bodied.
the ball takes.
Yep.
Right where Lockyer
Ryan
would
Giles
be if
is
he weren't
supposed to
lying
be.
on
He
the
got
floor.
bodied. He
And?
got absolutely
Don't
taken
get
out.
bodied.
Don't get bodied. No, I'm not giving it to Lockyer.
How are you a
Look
captain
at Ryan
getting done
Giles
like
falling
that?
asleep on his man.
Nah, that's his...
Look at Ryan Giles just going. Look, you can see the moment in his eyes where he
Again,
forgot to go and do it.
Split second
Look,
stuff.
he's following him. I've fallen asleep. Oh, no. Done.
Split second stuff,
The
man.
split second he fell asleep. This is Ryan Giles.
Lockyer gives up possession,
Don't care.
lays on the floor, the ball goes directly
got
over where he would
clarted.
be.
He
Nah,
got beaten out.
If he got clarted, it'd have been a foul. It won't.
No.
If anything,
No,
it's
he
a
would have
penalty.
given a pen. Yeah, but it wasn't a pen. It was a goal because Ryan Giles wasn't marking his man. We move forward because the next goal did not take long. Oh.
Amari Bell, mate. What are you doing?
Who?
Amari Bell. Bell gives up position in the midfield.
No.
What are you giving it to?
Mengi.
What's Mengi done wrong?
Are you not watching the 15?
Trying his
Look at him.
absolute hardest.
He pulls his legs back. He lets it run across
Yeah,
him.
but go back more.
No, I don't need to go back
more.
more.
You do. Go back to when the
He
attack
needs to
starts.
just clear this.
Go back to where the attack starts. There. No, before that.
Wait, watch this. Look,
Go
look.
back.
He stopped. He held up.
He tried to clear it.
No, this is a constant problem with Luton.
Go back. When the ball's given away before this. And Amari Bell pissing about. Alvarez, all he had to do was get in the way.
No, I'm sorry.
He couldn't do
They
anything
should have been
else.
able to defend. Listen, we'll give this 50-50.
No,
because Amari Bell has given the ball away.
Amari Bell started their attack.
But this should easily have been cleared. He's just not looked and then
fallen
fallen over.
It, man. Far in front of him, pace on the ball.
I'm giving it 50-50, which is
not
absolutely
50-50
fine.
though.
It is. Mengi can't be doing that.
Bell played the ball in for the attack.
That's nice. He messed his thing up, but they should have still been able to defend that. Now, Craven Cottage today saw quite a bit of action.
Yeah, there always has to be one game that ruins my day.
Why has it ruined your day?
I'm like, there's only been 14 goals in the Premier League. Yeah. Guess what? It's 5 more.
As we promised, there's a couple of lovely ones in this one. Sean, first goal for Fulham. Lovely header. What's he doing?
What's he done?
Rewind. Rewind. It's a Gwed.
What?
It's a Gwed.
Not for the first one.
It is a Gwed.
Nah.
Yes.
And now it's Cresswell.
No, Cresswell's got a man.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. 2 Fulham players right there.
He's never getting to that ball.
Aguerd should be wary of the man in his area.
Cresswell should be in front of Jimenez.
Jimenez doesn't touch the ball.
Jimenez scores.
No, Cresswell has already got the man on the right, 22.
Cresswell is currently just getting dunked on.
Who is 22 for Fulham? So Iwobi is being marked by Cresswell. You cannot have 2 men being marked by 1 guy. Aguerd is supposed to be on Jimenez and is asleep. Aguerd is at fault for this goal, plain and simple. As you guys can see in wherever I've put the thing.
The picture for where Jimenez makes contact with the ball, he is directly over the top of Aaron Cresswell.
Correct. But he shouldn't have been able to get near there because Aguerd should have been marking his man.
When this goal is put in a magazine, and you're gonna,
We're not talking about that.
You're going to look over to the next page, you're going to see Cresswell getting posterised by Raul Jimenez.
Which is going to be misleading because Aguerd is just stood there stuck in the mud, as he always is, half useless for West Ham.
This one, I'm leaving Aguerd out of it. I don't
care.
blame Aguerd for this one.
You have to concede because this is Aguerd.
Cresswell, mate. Absolutely slam dunked.
And number 2 is definitely a scuffed up shot by Iwobi, but Willian buries it.
I mean, I want to give it to Jimenez for jumping out the way of it.
No way.
But he's on Fulham's team.
Exactly.
So.
I'm giving this to Kufal.
It is Kufal.
Yeah, because he runs away from Willian and no one's there for coverage. I know he's going to the back post.
He picks up no one.
He does, but yeah, he's running to the back post to try and get it off the line, but he runs to the wrong post.
Yeah, I mean, still, like, he does nothing. He's just there.
Good, that's fine. Number 3 is, what's he doing?
What's he done?
Go Zuma.
His jump was so bad. One of these angles looks like Tosin was on a trampoline.
Yeah, he did
how much higher he got than him.
Yeah,
Look at him.
Yeah, he's got all the way on top of him.
They are exactly the same height.
Yeah, well, Zuma was a standing jump. To get dunked on in basketball. And Bowen's
Which is what happened to Cresswell for the first goal.
Sorry. Aguerd, still you. And there's another one coming up.
Maybe.
Harry Wilson.
Screamer time.
Screamer. What's that noise?
Screamer time in No Fault City, baby.
Alert. Screamer alert.
He did miss an absolute sitter before, though.
Yeah, don't matter.
It does matter.
Yeah, no, I get that, but good goalkeeping. Under pressure.
Awful forward.
No, it's right. Fabianski did well.
Had the whole goal time, man, aimed at the tiny man.
But he made up for it with, are you going to tell me this is a cross as well?
No, that one's a shot. McAtee's was a cross.
Yeah.
The commentator didn't shout daddy, though.
It's the same goal. I know, there was no daddy shout.
This isn't the same goal.
This is the same goal.
That ball is hit twice as hard as
top
McAtee's.
Bins. That is a ridiculously hard shot to do. And Fabianski's not even close.
McAtee's goes,
that's pure top bins as
4
well.
feet above the bar.
Yeah.
That doesn't go above the bar at all.
No loop. Number 5, however, Sean, the last goal. Oh, Aguerd, why?
He's done it again.
Why does he forsake us?
Aguerd, man, just don't run up the pitch. You're a centre-back.
Doesn't track his man. Centre-back, not doing centre-back things. Doesn't run back. Doesn't even look like he's put the effort in. I know you're 4-0 down, but come on. You're making this too easy. You're going to own this list. We're going to call it the Aguerd list. You're going to have a trophy called the Aguerd trophy that we give to other players that get on the list. At this point, David Moyes has got to think about not a replacement, but a replacement.
Yeah.
Sean, I'm sad.
Why is that?
So I'm sad because you haven't liked and subscribed this video yet. Do that now. We'll wait. Thank you. Now, Sean, I'm sad for another reason. I'm sad for George Benson because his heart rates and his blood pressure is going to be boiling after a 2-0 loss to Everton. I'm sad because not only did the team that I'm wearing tonight that I got for my birthday, this lovely shirt, Chelsea got beaten, Newcastle got beaten, 2-0 to an Everton side that got 10 points taken off of them. It's lit a fire. If they didn't have those points, they'd currently have leapfrogged us over the table.
Yeah, they're not going to lose another game for the rest of the season.
It looks that way. They're on fire. They had no right to win this game either.
Everton Invincibles.
We had so many more shots, so many more chances, a much higher XG, and yet we got absolutely bullied.
Well, there's one stat that actually matters, and that's goals.
Goals 4, doesn't it?
And we had 0 and they had 2.
Correct.
So,
and quite well worked. Why do you think Sanchez was taken off 84th minute?
probably injured.
Yeah? We didn't get to see the game, obviously, because it wasn't televised. But read everything, seen everything else. So we will speculate. But the first goal for Everton, which is Decore off of essentially a rebound. Sanchez with another hilarious dive before the ball's been struck, but we won't give it to him because there's a more obvious chap at fault. Sean, what's he doing?
And it took everything in me to not give it to Gallagher for losing it in the midfield. It took everything in me. But as you said, what's he doing?
What's he done?
Levi Colwill.
Again. 3 in 2 games.
I mean, as a certain river crossing made of precious metals would say, statues.
Yeah. Mark Goldbridge.
Get it, Goldbridge.
Statues. He just keeps running away from his man, running into centre-back position. I know he's designed to be a centre-back, but he is constantly doing these things that are a bit rash, leaving people exposed, and Decore will punish a team for leaving him like that. He did that last year in the goal that kept him in the Premier League. Someone left him, I think that was Aguerd. I would have to check, but someone left him and it got absolutely clean through. So we'll have to have a look.
I mean, just like get in the way, at least. Don't just stand there.
Because you know Sanchez is going to do some dodgy dive, which he did.
I have a problem with deflections that is like a split-second thing. Giving it for like, you've got a second to do the right thing. Cole had 5.
Yeah. He could have jumped in, could have got in the way, could have leant forward.
I can do a lot of things in 5 seconds. Like and subscribe.
And that's free. What Sean does in 5 seconds usually isn't free. That being said, 1-0 isn't really a bad deficit for Chelsea because we're a second-half team. We thrive in the second half, don't we?
We conceded 2 goals in the second half.
We conceded 2 goals in the second half. The second goal was a lot worse because Sanchez was no longer in the goal and the keeper has come out. I know you don't like this, Sean, and we don't like giving it to the goalkeepers, but if you're going to come out and punch Petrovic, you've got to reach it and hit it.
He got fouled.
He didn't get fouled.
He did get fouled.
What's he doing?
Nothing.
What's he doing?
I refuse.
What's he doing?
I refuse.
You are contractually
This is no fault for me.
What's he doing?
It's just another screamer against Chelsea that always happens.
What's he done?
I'm not saying it.
He didn't meet his punch.
He got fouled.
He missed.
Got fouled.
He arguably fouled McNeil.
Got fouled by McNeil.
And then it was an absolute tap-in.
Got fouled by McNeil. Tap-in. 25 yards.
Open goal. No defenders in the way.
25
You'd have
yard
scored
tap-in.
that. You would have scored this.
Of course I would. I'm a class athlete.
Now, Sean, I have never seen a game that had return to sender written all over it quite as much as Tottenham versus Newcastle today. The absolute spanking Newcastle gave Tottenham has been refunded.
I could have this game wrapped up, done with what's he did in 2 sentences.
Yeah. And what would those sentences be?
Trippier got pieced up by Son.
Yep.
Absolute mockery.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 sentence.
Yep.
Dubravka, what are you doing? That's the 2nd sentence.
That's pretty much it.
That's the video over. Like and subscribe.
Not quite that easy. He's not wrong, though. The first 2 goals we can wrap up in one go because
Trippier got pieced up by Son. Absolute mockery.
I mean, Bruno Guimaraes, a little bit
Split
weak
second.
on the running in on this goal, on the first goal. But Trippier, in the last game and in this game, 2 faults solely on your head and shoulders, man. You're having a bad day. You need a holiday or something. You need a break
Got
because
dandruff.
you've been responsible. Thank you. You've been responsible for 4 goals that have essentially cost your team the win.
He made him do the hokey cokey for the one. Like,
Trippier
dude's
got-
putting his left leg in, his leg out.
Why not?
Just getting done in.
And by Richarlison, of all people, to then get a finish on.
I mean, you just scored this.
Yeah, I know. That's embarrassing.
That's an open
It's
goal.
a miss kick as well. He doesn't mean to do this little dink chip.
The Brazilian
It's like-
finish.
Yeah, he's lucky that we're in.
Dubravka, what are you doing?
Yeah, what have you
I'll
done?
lay this off to you because it's goalkeeper
He's
knowledge.
done the classic, oh, I think I can, oh, I can't. He's hokey-cokeyed as well. Like, this is a Newcastle thing. And they're missing Nick Hope right here.
Who?
They're missing Nick Pope right here, in fact, where they're losing hope because there's no Nick Pope. Yeah, Dubravka
No.
got nutmegged from his 6-yard line, which you never want to be stood at as a keeper. That goal is very large.
Now, Carl,
Yes.
how mentally insane would you have to be?
Yeah.
To have predicted Newcastle to win this game?
Well, considering the injury list and all the other bits, yeah, you'd have to be pretty nuts.
Well, check out 5 for 5 because one of me and Kerry predicted Newcastle to win.
Who? I'm not actually going to tell you. You've got to go and watch that video. It'll be somewhere down here at the end of this video. But the final goal for Tottenham, before the consolation goal for Newcastle, was, again...
Dubravka, what are you doing?
Deja Dubravka. He is just absolutely come in, planted. If you concede a pen at 48 hours, you're immediately at fault, Sean, here at 48 hours, aren't you?
Yes. You are. Dubravka got pieced up by Son.
Yep.
Absolute mockery.
Mm-hmm.
Sentence is smashed. Whole video done. Bam. Peace out.
That is embarrassing. Leaving us with the one final goal for the weekend. Sean, what's he doing?
What's he done? Oliver Skip. For me.
Sean, what's he doing?
What's he done?
Joyberg, why do you want to be on the list? Why do you got to give
Nah.
Newcastle something to celebrate on the way home?
I'll give this Skip.
Why?
Because he's 30 yards off his man.
He's up there because he's progressing forward, progressing play.
No. He's 30 yards off the man he should be.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He was playing attack.
They're
He's a
4-0 up.
box-to-box
They're
midfielder.
4-0 up. The ball's in their own corner. Why is he halfway up the field?
He should, because they had the ball.
Nah. They've just got
Joyberg
the
gave
ball
the
in
ball
the
away as a
corner.
gift.
No, but he's been double
He can't
pressured.
teleport.
He's been double pressured.
He should still be able to clear it.
Skip is 30 yards
No.
off his man.
No. As always, you gave this to Bruno Fernandes earlier for a crappy
He's
pass.
on his own.
So's
There was
Bruno.
no one
Bruno
marking
had
him.
double man marking.
No, he didn't.
He did,
There
but he
was-
managed to get the ball
there
up and
was
over.
no one on Bruno Fernandes when he made that pass. Completely wide open.
He still made a bad pass
The
and
four
passed it to
The
somebody.
4 closest players to him are Man United players.
Yeah.
For Højbjerg, the 3 closest players to him are Newcastle
Yeah, they're
players.
closing him down, but he could have just pinged it up the pitch. He'd have been fine. Instead, he plays a ground pass straight to Callum Wilson.
But the ball's in the air.
Who
and
sees it to Joe Little.
It gets intercepted.
It might get to Skip.
The whole thing. You see Oliver Skip sprinting back from the
He
halfway
tried his
line
best.
because he's just
But
realised.
Joe Linton is the size of most buildings. Like, he's going to plant that ball wherever you want.
It's a lot of small buildings.
There's a lot of small buildings.
How many bungalows have you been in, mate?
That's it, guys, for this week. Lots of goals, as always, with What's He Doing?
What's he done?
And you've got to check out one of these videos that are popping up just in these corners. It's going to be their 5 for 5 with Sean and Kerry. They had a blast doing it. They're going to predict and see if they can go 5, 4, 5. If you like the video, like the video.
And subscribe button.
Oh, yeah.